would you have to say
Yep.
to Christians who
Yes.
might not really be into doing politics in this sort of local activism sense? What is a way that we can get people more interested in something that's local to them, outside of just voting? Because a lot of,
Yeah.
right now, you and I are recording this about a week before the midterms. And, if you don't vote, you can't complain. It's like, no, there's other ways to complain. There's other ways to be active in the world. So why is it important to
Absolutely.
do
There's
those
other
other
ways to
things?
do.
And
Yep.
and how, if you have anything specific to Christians that you'd want to address, can sort of speak to them.
Well, I mean, if you look, the both Old and New Testament is rife with direct action, direct acts of non-compliance, direct acts of helping others. And if you're a Christian, I
Yeah.
don't even have to tell you all of them. I mean, you know them intuitively. You probably know them better than I do at this point. But that's always been the tradition, has been to go out there. It's also, I mean, you talk about the commission of evangelism. What I've been talking about
Yeah.
libertarian evangelism, right? For lack of a better word. Like, how do you connect with people to get the message out there? If your calling as a Christian, your main reason for existence is to do whatever you can to effectively save the eternal souls of yourself and everyone around you to whatever extent you can, what better way to evangelize than to meet people where they are on a way that they're being harmed and to help them? And then, yes, to use that as an opening conversation about your faith. When someone says, why would you take so much of your time to do these types of things? And you say, because my Lord and Savior told me that those in need would be around me always. And I'm compelled to do these things. It is my duty on earth to do these things. And it's also my duty on earth to share the good word of Christ and his works and his gospel. What a perfect way to have that opening conversation, specifically as a Christian. What an incredible way, even if you're not a libertarian, what an
Yeah.
incredible way from just a Christian evangelism standpoint to get your message, then to connect with people where they are. Messaging works. Messaging works regardless of your evangelism, right? So if you're lowering people's cognitive defenses, you're making a rapport with them, you're demonstrating to them that you are someone who's not just leading, but it's serving as you lead. And and when they say, why would you, with everything you could be doing right now, why would you be doing that? And you say, because that's what my Savior did. That's what my Savior calls for me to do. That's the main way to do it. And the other thing I would add to that is some people, this isn't their shtick. They're not going to get out there. They're more introverted. They're
Yeah.
not necessarily, they don't want to get out there and be in the public eye and things like that. That's perfectly understandable. There is still a place for you to help with it. Because I can tell you, whether you join You Are the Power at youarethepower.net, or if you do it through some other local thing or some libertarian thing or some Christian group or organization, whatever you do it through, they need people to help with things like, maybe you're good at graphic design.
Mhm.
Maybe you're good at maintaining, CRM databases or contact databases. Maybe you're good at marketing or mass email. I assure you that you have some kind of skill and talent that you can give to this, right? Like every one of us has been endowed with certain talents. And if your talent isn't being one of the front facing people that's out there rip roaring ready to get the message out to folks, then maybe you've got some supportive duty that is every bit as necessary
Yeah.
for folks like me to get out there and do that kind of stuff. So wherever you fit in, wherever you find fulfillment and joy in doing so, I encourage you to find it and to do it.